Well, we are back, huh? We're back at the 9 Club, everybody. Today we got a special.
Just one?
Oh, many specials.
Special guest. Rob Gonzalez is here, man. Rob G in the house.
Yep, it's good to be here.
What
gorilla.
Man, what is good?
Dude, it's weird to be on this side of the internet. Yeah. It's kind of tripping me out, dude.
That's pretty funny.
It looks a lot smaller in person.
It does. Well, people come in here and they say the same thing. It's almost like when you watch a skate video and you go to the spot and you're like, this looks way different.
Yeah.
You know?
Most people think we are like in a studio.
It was Roger and Kelly's living room.
You're like, dude, roll up. Just come kick it in our kitchen.
But dude, thanks for coming, dude.
Yeah,
this is
dude.
going to be
Thanks for
fun
having me.
episode. I already could. Well, because we had Tim on.
Yeah.
we part of the LBC.
That's
fam.
my dog. That's my little brother.
Yeah, man. We were talking about little brother. Is he younger than you?
No. He's a lot
Is he?
younger than me.
Oh, he is?
I'm like 50, bro.
No, 50. Come on, bro. A couple years younger than Raj.
Nah, yeah.
We're probably the same age.
Okay.
But yeah, we watch him grow up.
Oh, you
Huntington
did?
Beach,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
like he was like the little kid on the crew and got a lot of shit from us, you know, but he made it out all right.
He made it out alive.
We toughened him up, dude.
Yeah, there you
he
go.
grew up into a good guy, so.
There you go. But he was, he was, and we'll maybe get into this later, or maybe we'll get into it now. We were talking about, you guys have this like heel flip challenge down in Long Beach that I was never invited to because I'm a heel flipper. I heel flip, better than kick flips. And looks fun, man. You guys have I take it you're the
ringleader?
He's the leader, I
You're
would
the
say.
leader, the orchestrator.
Of the heel flip challenge?
Yeah.
I would say like Tyrone, my buddy Tyrone too. Tyrone Romero.
Okay.
He was my team manager at LRG. And so we were always fans of like heel flips.
Right.
And heel flips were pretty slept on. All like the illest dudes did heel flips.
Yeah,
you know? Like,
I agree.
And so we just proclaimed, I think one year, we're like, dude, this is the year of the heel flips. We're just going to do nothing but heel flips like the rest of the year. And we did it. And then it culminated into like end of the year heel flip challenge type situation where we just tried to knock off all the heel flip variations. And
That must have been hard, though.
Yeah,
it sucks. That's why we don't invite anybody, dude.
Oh no, I
Because
heard
we got to do the heel flip train, and everybody has to do it back to back. So if you got like 20 people in there, it's like,
dude, it's crazy.
never gonna happen.
You could take all night.
And it's supposed to be if you pull the heel flip train, which is everybody does a heel flip back to back.
Yeah.
And you have varying skill levels. So, you have really people who can do it every time, and then you got dudes who do like 1 in 20.
Right.
So it's like Twan.
Yeah.
Now, see, that's the thing. What I was saying to Tim was like, those guys should go first.
Yeah.
You know what? We have a bunch of different strategies.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. And it never works.
Never. No.
It's different every year.
Really?
Yeah. Sometimes, actually the first one Kelly went to, Blake, which is the weakest link.
Uh-oh.
Good Bar Blake. He owns Good Bar in Long Beach.
Okay.
And he's just part of the crew, but he's got the worst heel flip ever. But he closed it out. So he was like
Oh, that was an epic ending, dude.
That was like the 14th dude, and everybody's like, bro, we got it. Like everybody's like lining up to go like get back on the heel flip line, and
He did it.
and he just busted it out, landed primo, and it flipped over, and he just rolled away.
Rolled away.
And it
Wow.
was like miraculous.
It's like the perfect ending.
But I guess that is when the guy who can't do it really does it last.
Yeah.
The explosion of jubilation. And
Everyone's hyped.
I don't think I've ever used that word before.
a sick word.
Yeah, it's a good word,
Adopt that
right?
one.
Jubilation.
Yes.
But I could picture that, So can I come down for the
Oh, dude.
No, because you don't invite other people now, you
Dude.
said, but
No, you're definitely not going to be the weakest link, so you're definitely invited.
I need to be somewhere in the middle though. I got to be in the middle.
You know what?
I can't start it off or end it. That's
I think
not my
last
thing.
year was like a 4-hour process. So like, it just, there's no way to do it. It's different every year. Wow. So
It's a lot of I mean, dude, where are you? Do you go first? Do you start it off, or what do you?
You guys draw numbers out of hats?
He did. He
Yeah, how do
ended
you-
it. He ended it with him, Tim, and Dave, right?
Oh, triples?
Oh, we did trips. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dave's here, by the way, everyone.
Yeah.
Dave Hunning's here.
And Toya.
And Montoya's here.
I know.
He's eating red vines.
Yeah. The heel flip challenge, it's been running, what, 3 years now, maybe?
Nah.
Longer?
This might be like the 8th year.
8 years.
Yeah. You know what? It's just a reason for all the bros to get together.
Sure.
You know, like all the people that we grew up with. You know, you got your lives going on, and you don't skate as much. But if
Totally.
you're gonna skate one time of the year, like heel flip challenge is the time. So
Okay.
just a reason to get all the homies together, and
Totally.
you know,
It's a great thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it. I
Old
like
school
it.
bros.
What do you think? You let Raj in?
dude, Raj is invited, dude. Raj
Really?
is OG, yeah.
Rod, you got heel flips?
I got heel flips.
Yeah.
I learned heel flips before kick flips.
You got 3 heel flippers right here.
Yeah.
Well, Kelly's already in it.
Hey, don't talk about it. Be about it, dude.
Yeah?
You better come, dude.
When is it? At the end of the year? Last date?
It's kind of a harsh date. It's like
New Year's
Eve. So everybody's got like a lot of stuff going on.
Right.
So it's hard to make it.
Are
but,
people getting faded because it's New Year's Eve? And
Yeah.
that hurt?
Yeah.
That can't help.
There's lots
Yeah.
of beers flying
Right.
around.
Yeah. It definitely doesn't help.
Don't we'll get into your whole life in a minute, but no, because I'm interested. Didn't you guys form like this Teenage Mutants or what mutant?
Tender mutants.
Tender Mutants.
Yeah.
Was that formed out of the heel flip challenge, or is that just an old thing?
That's just a group chat that.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Just a harsh group chat that everyone's on and just bums you out to be on it. But you can't leave. If you try to leave, then you just get added
You gotta get
automatic.
Okay.
And Nesser got in, and he was just over it right away and dipped. And we kept adding him back, and he just was getting pissed and dipped. And then we're like, okay, he's out. He's over it. He's not down. And then he left a comment on our page and was like talking shit.
Oh really?
Like, so easy to leave the chat or something like that. And we're like, boop.
That's
Drop them back in, and he can't leave. We're not letting him out. So, yeah, no, Tender Mutants is just a group chat, and it's all the dudes we grew up with. And
cool. Well, you guys made some boards and
Yeah.
Dude, I can't believe you
right
guys
over
you made boards.
I know. That's pretty sick.
It's a good graphic.
You would even make t-shirts.
Yeah. I know. It's just a reason to get the bros skating. Like, you know, we have a pretty tight knit group, and you get older and it's hard to like skate still.
Sure,
So
yeah.
it's kind of a reason to like get the squad together. And
Yeah, no, definitely.
go have some fun.
Hey man, it may catch on, man. That's how shit starts, right?
Yeah.
You guys could have Boulevard and Tender Mutants.
What's up with Slipknot Chris?
Oh man. Slipknot Chris is just he's a kid in my neighborhood who grew up at Cherry Park, and he's just like
Listens to Slipknot.
Slipknot's his favorite band, and he's just all goth, and he's a trippy kid. He's a leader of the Tender Mutants.
Yeah.
Oh, he's a leader.
He's our he's the
Mascot.
supreme
He's the
leader.
mascot kind of.
Yeah.
Okay. Does Kelly participate in the Tender Mutants chat? Or does
He chimes in every
Yeah,
once in a while.
Okay.
It's hard to keep up. You
It's
know?
really
Yeah,
hard to keep up in that. If you would just have any time to sit there and you look at it, you are entertained for a good hour. Because Justin Reynolds, I didn't realize how funny that dude was until I got in the chat. All you guys, man, that shit's funny.
Yeah,
dude.
you just check in, see what's going on, talk a little shit, and then you just go about your day.
Okay. Well, speaking of friends, and going back to the younger Rob G, when you grew up in Long Beach,
Grew up in Long Beach.
right?
Yep.
So, I mean, how did you pick up a board?
I started skating like 87, I think.
Oh wow!
And so it's been a while, and it was just hot. Bones Brigade was like psyched on Search for Animal Chin and stuff, all those videos, and got a board and just started meeting people in the neighborhood.
Okay.
And Long Beach at that time was kind of a hotbed for skating, you know.
Yeah.
So we had Ron Chapman and Jason Rothmeyer and Steve Saiz, kind of a bunch of big pros. And so Eddie Radke. So I'd see these guys around at spots, and I'm like, oh, this guy's pro. So it kind of got me psyched to be skating with these dudes, and just, I don't know, just got psyched on it from there.
Right.
And stuck with it.
Yeah.
And those guys kind of adopted me, and I was like the mascot of...
Oh, you were the mascot.
Yeah. So I was just the shitty tagger kid who, was like, hanging out with these dudes and giving them grief and shit.
Oh, yeah? Oh,
they give me grief in return, and,
Okay.
and I, they just adopted me. So I was kind of lucky in that sense.
Were you really tagging at the time? And what was going on?
No, just
Had a
middle school shit.
Okay. Okay.
Out there trying to be rebellious.
Right. So you
Skating.
started skating in middle school.
Actually, nah. I started skating like 5th grade, 6th grade.
Okay. Yeah. There you go. Okay.
Then but when I really started understanding what skateboarding was and started meeting people and cruising out, and then that was like middle school age was when I really started going pretty hard on it.
You ever get busted for tagging?
I did.
Did you? No way.
I was catching a little tag on a pole on the way from school, and I had my back to traffic, and I was tagging on the pole, hitting up, and a cop went around the corner, and as he went around the corner, he didn't know what I was doing, but as he went around the corner, he saw that I was tagging, hopped out the car, roughed me up, threw me on the car.
No way.
Yeah, and luckily he was just like giving me like grief for like a couple minutes and 10 minutes and let me go.
Oh.
Took my shit and stuff, but I was like, dude, thank God, my mom would kill me, dude.
Dude, if she had to go down to the station and pick you up for fucking tagging.
Yeah, that would have not been good.
What did you write back then?
What's that?
What did you write back then?
Classified. I can't divulge that information. Okay. I don't want Vandal Squad knocking on my door. Nah, I'm just saying. But I wasn't. I mean,
Rob G. All City.
Nah. I mean,
Do you still see some of your shit around Long Beach?
Nah.
No.
I mean, this was like 89, 90, 91. So it's back in the day.
But so you kept skating and just get sponsored? Skate shop maybe or?
Oh, so I grew up in Long Beach and started skating with all these pros and stuff. And actually my buddy Mark Nisbet, who's a filmer at the time, he kind of adopted me. He was really good friends with Steve Saiz, and they would make all these crew videos. And I kind of just would tag along with them, started getting footy, and Steve Saiz would give me boards and stuff, PAL boards. I mean, I wasn't good or anything. I was just like a little shitty kid, and you know what I mean? But I was like the mascot, so they would kind of hook me up, and then from there, I just had the opportunity. They would take me to like Skate Zone, like PAL Skate Zone. Yep. And I'd go down to San Diego with those dudes and see Jason Rothmeyer. He'd give me Santa Cruz boards here and there, or I'd buy boards off him. And so then I just started, hanging out with those guys, getting boards, filming a lot with Mark Nisbet and all those guys. And Steve Saiz actually was like one of my first sponsors. He got me on Gullwing.
Oh, wow.
And so then I was like pumped. I was like, dude, Gullwing, sick.
Street Shadows.
Street Shadows, dude. They were sick.
Good.
And that was right when they were coming out with those Gullwing videos, had like Day One in it, and like a bunch of other like heavies, and I was just like pumped, dude. Psyched. Gullwings.
So you're getting free boards from the dudes, and then now you're in the truck company.
Yeah.
Was Cherry around back then, or what were you normally skating at?
Cherry was like always a spot. It had the stage, so people would always be like ollieing off it, doing melons, whatever. But at that time, I had moved to Lakewood, which is the city next to Long Beach. My mom, was
like where the airport's at.
Yeah. Right over there. My mom was like, dude, Long Beach is too rough. You guys are getting into some knucklehead shit. We're going to move to Lakewood. And we went to Lakewood, and it was like just as bad.
Oh, wow.
But I used to skate at Lakewood Mall and at the spot AT&T, just like a kind of a big spot in Lakewood back then. Like Jason Rothmeyer had a bunch of footy there, had a mani pad and curbs and some parking blocks and stuff. And so we just go shred there all day. Nice. A lot of people would come through. Jason would bring a bunch of Santa Cruz team dudes there. So saw a lot of skaters coming through there.
So you were like around.
Yeah, I kind of grew up in
all these dudes.
A good, or in the right place at the right time,
Right.
Because I'm not like the best skater or anything, but
but getting adopted by these guys
I just
too
got
is
adopted,
like,
and so so they kind of took me under their wing and kind of showed me the way, and kind of set me up. And it was fun at the time. You know, I wasn't trying to get sponsored or anything. It was just filming with the bros, and suddenly I had like footage and stuff and to show people. And so started getting some free stuff.
Right.
Gullwing, and then Gullwing turned into like Shaftwood.
Okay.
It's like a really random company.
Shaftwood.
That was like my first.
That's amazing.
That's the worst name ever.
It's kind of the best name too. At the same time.
Didn't you write for Entity?
Oh no, yeah, you're right. Entity was before Shaftwood.
Was it?
So Donnie Barley was on Entity.
Yeah,
and
Oscar Jordan. And
Oscar Jordan. Adrian Lopez, I think, was on too.
you like Jim
that's
Kate.
a great
Jim
team.
Kate.
Damn.
And, so yeah, I was pumped, dude.
Man, what happened to Entity?
That was part of Going, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was out of Gullwing. And so it's kind of like a package deal. And I mean, what happens to every company?
Yeah. they go out of business.
It just goes out of it. Grand opening, grand closing. Especially in them times.
Wait, so
Yeah.
then they started doing Shaft after that?
Yeah. Steve Saiz was working at Gullwing doing Entity, and then I think he dipped and went to work with Mike McGill for like Chapter 7 down in San Diego, and they did Shaft Skateboards, which was I think Canton Russell and Smolik was on there. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Bunch of heavy San Diego dudes.
Okay.
And I mean, that didn't last too long. So it kind of evolved into like a new relaunch, and they put us on, and it was like Shaftwood, which is
Got the short end of the stick.
It's better than Shaft Skateboard. I mean, Shaftwood. It's great.
Shaftwood,
It's a
yeah.
great name.
yeah.
I'm just saying, it's clever.
Yeah.
I wonder if they were thinking that.
They had to have been.
It's very phallic. But dude, I was pumped, dude.
Yeah.
Getting free boards.
You're getting the Shaft.
Yeah. I eventually got the Shaft, but those times were great, dude.
I mean, but a great team too. Donnie Barley and all these dudes.
yeah.
Like, fuck.
Yeah, it was epic. I don't know how long that lasted. That was maybe like 2 years or something.
And you're not filming videos for these companies.
We did. We filmed there's a Entity video.
Oh, is there?
Living
I
the
had
dream.
a part. Living the dream, dude.
Before that, yeah.
Wow,
Okay.
Raj. You're freaking. Raj is on point, dude.
He won't be in about 45
Yeah.
minutes.
45 more beers.
Yeah. And how old were you in the Entity video?
16, 15.
16? Okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
So by the time Shaft came around, what, 17, 18 maybe?
17,
Something?
18.
Okay.
And actually, Shaft was like my first tour I had ever done. We
Oh,
did
wow.
like a U.S. tour.
Dope.
So I got to hop in the van and kind of get a taste of the road life. And dude, it was fun, man.
I bet.
It was good. Just like, 17, 18, traveling the world.
Yeah.
You know, out of Long Beach, like having fun with your boys. It was great.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally.
So that kind of got me like, I think that probably first trip really got me psyched on skateboarding. Kind of like, dude, I kind of want to do this.
You could do it, yeah.
And yeah, so
the rest is history.
the rest is history.
Thanks for coming.
When did you meet Montoya? Because I feel like every time I see you guys in at a video of you two, you guys are together in the same part or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like it all goes back to like that AT&T spot. It was just like a hot spot in Long Beach. Even people from Long Beach would come out to Lakewood and skate AT&T. And I had a buddy who introduced me to Toya, Graham, and met Toya at AT&T. And then Graham was my boy, so we just always hung out together and kind of just formed the crew.
Okay.
And I don't know what year that was. That was probably like 95 before, 93. So
You guys,
72.
you guys have shared a part. I feel like you guys should share a 9 Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's what's rad
Little
about
guest spot.
Toya.
Right.
Dude, it's like coming up with like your best friend that
Sure.
you grew up with. So like, and he lives right there, and so we're just like, oh, dude, let's go skate. We could go film together. We could fucking whatever, go on trips together and get shit done. And,
Right.
and it was like hanging out with your best bro that you grew up with.
No,
and,
totally.
And so, yeah, we ended up just doing like a couple video parts. I think 4-on-1, we shared a part. And And then we did like Listen and all that.
Did you guys ever live together?
Yeah, for like a couple months.
Yeah. How was it living with Toya?
I had like a split with like an old girlfriend.
Toya's over here looking like,
He's giving you like staring you down right now. It's like,
he's like, you still owe me rent. No, but that was cool, dude. You know,
I'm surprised you guys didn't live together. Maybe it was too much.
too much.
Yeah.
You know.
Skating together is great.
Yeah. Hanging out together. We all have mutual friends. Like,
Yeah.
our group of friends is like probably like 15 dudes, and
Crazy.
we're all like super close. And so,
that's crazy. When I was watching your 4-in-1 part, it was like you talking about from back in the day, like growing up skating, and it was like all the same crew that you hang out with now.
Yeah.
It was like everyone looks super small, and you're still just a big ass dude.
yeah. Yeah, I'm big.
It was so sick just to see that you guys that were like have gone this far and like skating with each other for so long.
I don't even think I know 15 people. You know what I mean? Like, seriously, I know like 5.
Oh yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
That's why like Tender Mutants is like a reason to like relive the old days
Sure,
and
yeah.
get the gang back together.
There you go.
Is Tender Mutants like the new 508?
Maybe an extension.
It's kind of the modern 508, I would say. Like 508 is always 508, but Tender Mutants, it just was the group chat, and then it just became the crew.
But are all your... but are
Keep going.
but are all you,
You're almost there. Next
it's
one.
hard to say actually.
Are all
Yeah, but you say it fast and you can't.
are
all your friends still like? Did they quit skating and did they come back to do this heel flip challenge? Or like they all still skate? Because I mean, all my friends growing up just quit skating. I had to go find a new crew. Like,
Yeah, dude, you know what? The crew was kind of doing it for a little bit.
Okay.
You know, we had Tim and you know, Toya.
but you said 15 guys. Like none of them
Well,
went off to go do other shit.
I
and
mean,
then-
there's a point where, you know, a lot of the guys were sponsored and getting stuff, and
Okay.
then some guys progressed further than others, and then people started falling off.
Right.
But yeah, like everybody was kind of at the same time all skating together and sponsored and filming and filming
okay.
4-on-1 profiles and whatever. I don't
you
know.
guys were so 4-in-1, it was crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
your whole squad was like this 4-in-1 chaos, like every
Dude,
time.
I swear, I think that's what like 4-on-1 like kind of made me. You know what I mean?
For
Like,
sure.
I wasn't the best skateboarder, but I just had like coverage in 4-on-1 because I don't know why. Maybe Mark Nisbet filmed for 4-on-1 and
Your skating stood out though, dude. It was
Ortiz. I was good homies with Ortiz. He kind of put me on like Chris Ortiz early on in the game. He would just take me out and shoot photos and
Go eat.
make me do shit. Dude, you gotta fucking film. You gotta film this profile for our shit. It's like what? Okay, sure.
So, shaft wood. Right? And then you said that only lasted a couple years.
Yeah. Probably like another year and a half,
Another
2
year?
years,
Okay.
or something. Got to go on tour with them and
There
got
you
a couple ads and was pumped.
Boom.
My mom was hyped.
I mean,
So you're doing it,
Yeah,
Like
for-
Shaft Wood, dude.
shaft wood, 4-on-1s. But
sure.
I mean, but then you went to New Deal, right? Is that?
I think that whole Shaft Wood stuff fell apart, and I wonder why. But,
like,
it's like a really solid
Forgot to trademark the name.
program.
but I mean, like, when that fell apart, you were still on Gullwing, no?
Yeah, still getting
Okay.
gold wings and stuff. And then, so buddy I grew up with, he ended up getting a job as team manager for New Deal randomly. And so that all fell through. And he's like, hey, dude, do you want to ride for New Deal? And it was kind of like New Deal revamp after like the whole glory years.
So no Armando Barajas,
Nah.
no Julio De La Cruz.
Nah,
Damn.
no.
The 96 promo already came out.
JB.
Yeah. And
JB's gone.
no, actually JB, it was me, JB,
JB who?
Gillet.
He was on New Deal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember the promo?
Dude, the promo.
God.
The promo
part's
was
so
super
good.
sick. Yeah.
I just remember the Armando Barajas days.
Yeah, those were good days.
Those were
And
good.
Julio.
I love
Yeah,
Julio
Julio.
De La Cruz. Oh my God.
He makes your boards, right?
Yeah.
Oh, there you
He's,
go.
he makes boards down in Mexico.
Oh wow, Boulevard. Well, we'll get into Boulevard because you and your best friend over there, do Boulevard skateboards. But let's keep on the trajectory though.
So yeah,
my
buddy ended up becoming team manager, so he got me on the squad, and it was really like nobody on the team. I think they were just kind of trying to like float it, see if it would like do something after like the whole glory years.
Wow.
And so I want to say that it might have been just me and JB.
That's it.
Wow.
For
Damn.
like a while.
How did you feel though, being on this company that really had nothing going on?
I mean,
Were you
I was
stuck?
getting boards,
Right.
like, and I was like on New Deal, so I was like, dude, this is sick.
Okay.
You know, like, I mean, it wasn't as rad as it was, you know, as the
Right.
glory years, but I was just hyped to be like a part of like the whole giant.
Yeah.
camp and all that.
I mean, plus the history of New Deal. Maybe they could turn it into.
They had the backing, you know,
Sure.
to pop it off, and they did. They, you know, built the whole team up, and
right.
Element started cracking off over there, and you know, got to meet a lot of guys through that. A lot of Element guys were always around town. We'd always
dope.
skate together and stuff. So
You
those were
turned-
good times.
You turned pro for New Deal.
Turned pro for New Deal.
How was that?
I was good, dude. You know, my mom was like, always like, dude, you got to go to school or you
yeah.
got to get a job. And I was just like, I'm skating.
And you were because are you not getting paid by Shaft or New Deal or
At
anybody?
this time, I was probably just like slanging product
okay.
at like AT&T and whatever.
Right.
You know, making like $30 a month.
Yeah.
But
Living the life.
Right.
Taco Bell.
What else do you need?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was pumped on that, and
Okay.
then I turned pro for them, and then that kind of validated everything that I was doing with like my mom. So she was like, "Okay,
Yeah.
cool, you're making money," and she actually kicked me out of the house. Like, I didn't graduate because I was ditching school a lot, so I had to go to summer school. And my mom was like, dude, you blew it, dude. You can't live in our house. You didn't graduate. You got to go. And so I dipped and,
For real kicked you out, or kind of
real
just maybe a little like, hey, get your ass in gear.
well, it was kind of meant to get my ass in
Okay.
gear, you know? And, but I was
Reality
like,
check.
yeah, exactly. And, so I ended up living with my buddy and then, finishing summer school, got my credits, graduated. Then I was just like out, just traveling, and ended up linking up with Shane Heil actually.
No way.
And he was like a Long Beach guy. You know, his fam had roots in Long Beach and stuff. And
He was living the dude from Marge's, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Marches.
And so I went from my buddy's house, started skating with Shane a lot, and then Shane was like, "Dude, move in with me, dude." So we just got a spot in LB, and that kind of was like a good catalyst because Shane's
Okay.
like an epic dude. He's got mad energy
Yeah.
and just
Hell yeah.
always fucking pumped, and so
Such
those were great years.
yeah.
You know?
Such a great dude.
Yeah, he's sick.
Best dude.
So he kind of took me in, and that was like, you know, New Deal was kind of just cracking off right then.
Okay.
How did the team get formed at that point? Was it just the team manager, your friend was reaching out, or you were bringing on Tim as well, or?
The team manager and the team manager who got me on ended up bailing getting fired like pretty quick.
Oh shit!
And then
They had like Ryan Johnson and
yeah, so then they just started getting a bunch of
Chad Barty. And
random dudes on,
Yeah.
and we all got really tight and kind of put together a pretty good squad.
Fabrizio.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, the 7-year glitch, dude.
Yeah, Fabrizio, Ricky Iola ended up coming on board. And
Kenny Reed.
Damn.
Oh, dude, Kenny Reed. It was me, Kenny Reed, and JB Gillet. We were like
That
the
was only
only
three.
dudes
Only dudes.
on
No way.
New Deal at the time. And so I met Kenny. I met Kenny like super early on. We
Okay.
kind of came up together.
Wow.
So he's like brother, you know. We've
Yeah,
been through a
Kenny.
lot, you know.
But how did they turn you pro? Was it just like, hey, here's your board, or did they?
I think
Three guys on a team.
Dude, I got the worst memory. We're jumping all over the place.
Oh no, but yeah,
It was like so
fine.
long ago, but
You want to talk about Kastel?
Kastel's hard, dude.
Free shoes, dude. I ain't turning down free shoes, even if they're like Ninja Turtle boots, dude.
Huge. And you traveled with them
I
too.
barely even remember this company.
Yeah.
Kastel
Flash in the pan.
Footwear.
They had a good little run and like ad campaign early
Okay.
on. I think it was like Alf and like Ronnie
Bertino.
Bertino.
Ronnie Bertino.
Yeah.
Damn.
And they had really like overproduced like ads. Like I want to say like
Yeah, they
really like clean, well shot ads. They had
yeah.
it was kind of
Didn't
really
Alf
shitty
design the
logo.
shoes?
probably.
I think Alf was designing them.
I don't know for how long, but yeah,
Steve Olson was on the team.
Steve Olson,
Oh, shit.
I forget Ricky.
Ryan Kenrich.
Ryan Kenrich,
Ricky.
rest in peace.
There you
Yeah.
go. Man.
Rest in peace.
Ricky Iola.
Ricky Iola.
Wow.
And Jesse Paez.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That dude was tight.
Yeah, hell
Coolest
yeah.
dude.
Damn.
Central Valley. Just
Was he from Fresno, right? Is that where he's
I
from?
think
Or Visalia?
Visalia.
Yeah, that's right.
So when was this Kastel Footwear? Was this
Oh, that was the New Deal times.
that was
too.
New Deal times?
Yeah,
Okay.
that might have been my first shoe sponsor. I think.
Kastel.
Like 97.
Yeah,
98.
How did you get on there?
dude, I'm like everything that I've got on is just like so random. How it happens, dude. I don't even know.
Some dude saw you skating at AT&T.
Probably saw you to 4-1.
It's true. Maybe I knew somebody who rode for him. Oh, maybe like Chad Fernandez or something.
Oh,
Oh
wow.
yeah, that's right. He rode 4
Because Chad Fernandez is kind of like, you know, in the area when we were all skating, and he got on, and I knew him just from Castle and stuff. Not Kastel, but Castle. And yeah, I think he started getting me flow, and then I was on New Deal, and then I had like a bunch of 4-on-1 coverage, and so they're like, "Do you want to get on the team?" And I ended up getting on the team.
Oh, wow.
They sent me to Hawaii, and I was like psyched. First time I ever went to Hawaii, and
Damn.
I think the owner might have been like a pro surfer or something.
Huh.
Like the owner of Ezekiel at the time, and
Oh yeah,
Kastel.
that's right. It was
Yeah.
it was Ezekiel and Kastel were like
Yeah.
the same
Yeah.
thing pretty much, huh?
I definitely remember Ezekiel.
Yeah.
Kastel is
Been there for a
really
while.
faint in my memory, though.
I think it had a short run, just like everything else.
So strange.
Maybe like I don't know, 4 or 5 years.
The back-
and it kind of went through like some changes too. Like when I was on, I think it was like different than when it started. You know, they had like Alf, like I said, Ronnie Bertino, and dude, I don't know, a couple other guys.
Random.
But yeah, I was hyped, dude. First shoe company.
Yeah.
Can't sells.
Were they?
Sandfells.
Was
I had
it?
a pair. I had
Yeah.
I had Steve
No, they
Olsons.
were actually kind of sick. The Steve Olsons were gnarly.
That's like a boot.
But like I would always see you guys in 4-on-1s wearing those.
Yeah.
You guys skated the shit out of those ones.
Well, dude, at the time, shoes were huge, man. They like all shoes were like that. I don't even know how we did it. It's insane.
Because you got them for free.
Yeah, exactly.
Was there talk about like giving you a shoe or anything at the?
I think at that point, no.
No.
I was still pretty young, kind of still coming up.
But you
Yet.
were pro.
Yeah, was.
What time? When did you turn pro? Like, what do you remember? What video part or framed?
I want to say it was like 99 or 2000.
That was
So-
before 7-Year Glitch, right?
That was before 7-Year Glitch.
Yeah.
So I don't know if there was any video part in particular that turned me pro, but I know that I had a lot of 4-on-1
Because you had the rookies,
Coverage.
the rookies, right?
rookies, and then I don't know, just always had clips in there.
It must have been around the rookies because obviously you were a rookie pro right then. So that was issue 32.
This
I was
guy.
I was in
Full
I was in
nerd right
8th
now.
grade, so
Damn.
maybe it was like
This is
like-
brain working right now.
Do you see what I'm surrounded by, Rob? You know.
I think it was like February or something like that.
Damn.
I don't know.
February.
February,
Breaking
March?
it down to the month.
I remember
insane.
it was like it was a cover with Steve Olson doing the keyboard side, and you had the back cover.
His mom serving him
yeah.
ice cream.
Skated the Big L and shit like that.
Roger,
Yeah.
we need to get Kelly some help.
Hey, the one thing though, hey, with all your video
therapy.
parts, but hey, for real though, I wouldn't like every single video part you've literally had like the best soundtracks. For like you must be happy about all the songs you've skated to. Have you selected all
You
of
skated
those?
to like an AC/DC song once, though.
I skated Ozzy.
Ozzy totally, yeah.
Yeah. Crazy Train.
That's all.
Were you picking these songs, or they just happened to fall into
Not the early ones.
Huh?
I kind of went through a weird like EDM like raver phase where I kind of had like in 7-Year Glitch I kind of skated to like a not EDM, but like a drum and bass song.
That was sick though, dude.
It's kind of weird.
I thought
looking back on it now, but kind of like I could have probably picked a better song, but
no, I thought it was sick.
Yeah.
I mean, all the other ones, the LRG song was good.
yeah.
Were you supposed to skate to my song at first and then?
Yeah.
No, but I didn't choose to do that. But
I had your song originally, and then I was like, oh, this is kind of sick. And I traded songs, and then it became like a hit with like Mayor Hawthorne, and then I was like, oh, I wish I would have chose my like original song, Kelly's, which was your song.
What are you talking about? What song?
Oh, this was for Give Me My Money, Chico.
Okay.
LRG video.
What were the songs?
It was just like some random soul or
Ain't Gonna Cry No More, or No Ain't Gonna Run No More by...
damn, I can't even remember now.
Yeah, I can't remember. Because I was randomly just thrown on to my fucking... I wanted to skate something else, and then...
yeah.
Well, hey, Rob's gonna skate to this song, you're just gonna skate to this. So I was like, oh, shit.
But Kyle did that video, right?
Kyle and Anthony Claraball.
That's right.
Okay.
But thank you for doing that, because that...
Yeah, your song's sick. I wish I took it. I wish I had it still.
Your song was tight, dude.
So, let's see. Well, the New Deal, how long did New Deal go for?
Went for a while.
Yeah?
I think so.
7
Up
years?
until 7 years. No, 7-year glitch was because the
Or
last
7 years for
video.
the last video.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
But
No, but didn't the video, or didn't the company end pretty much right when the video came out?
Yeah, they're gonna kill it, but they they wanted the video to come out, and they killed it right afterwards.
was a
Why
good
would they do
video.
that? Yeah, that's weird.
yeah, I don't really get corpo moves.
Yeah?
I don't know.
Huh.
The dark men upstairs, they just felt like
Steve Douglas and Bod.
yeah, those dudes. I don't know. Maybe they felt that it had run its course, And,
But they're coming out with a video. This is supposed to hype up the squad and the whole company.
It sold all the dead stock.
I feel like maybe they felt they were putting a lot of money into, because we were traveling a bunch for a 7-year glitch.
Okay.
And we were on some Kenny Reed missions in Eastern Europe.
Oh,
and
wow. Bangladesh.
went
and stuff.
all kinds of
Some weird
places.
shit.
Yeah.
Some weird shit.
Yeah.
Places
and-
with no skate shops, like to open up new accounts.
Yeah.
Right.
Kenny had us on like a 2-month Eastern Europe filming mission, and he didn't know anybody out there, and we didn't have spots, and
What?
and it was just it was harsh, man. It was long, 2 months. I was like crying, like I was like, dude, I gotta go home, dude.
2 months.
Yeah, Tim, he ended up slamming like the first week of the tour, and got stitches in his knee and got flown home. And then I was just like in envy of like him dipping. I was like, dude, this is gnarly. I want to go home. This is like long. I think we did like all the Europe contests before, so we were like,
Oh, wow, yeah.
just partying and having fun, which is rad. And then after about a month of that, you're just haggard. And then it's like right back into like, okay, dude, fucking rugged Eastern European mission. So we were like in Bucharest and Hungary and Croatia and all these random places.
And you had no one showing you around.
We just didn't know anybody. It was like Kenny's like, I want to go to Eastern Europe, dude.
Yeah.
Let's go.
He was probably loving
Film
it.
some shit. Yeah, he was loving it. Oh, that was for Popwar though. My bad.
Oh, was it?
Oh, dude. Yeah. Okay. My bad.
Well, let's continue with this because New Deal, you guys when New Deal ended, then you guys went and did
So
Popwar.
yeah, the New Deal
Populous.
video.
Populous.
The New Deal video was coming out. They
Yeah.
wanted to axe the brand. We were like, no, dude. Ricky Biedenbaugh had, busted his ass filming and editing.
Sure.
And we were like at the 11th hour, and they were like, dude, we're going to pull the vid and start something else. And Ricky flipped out. And all of us did, because you travel for a video for like a couple years.
Of course.
And you're with your bros, and you guys are the team, and then all of a sudden, all your hard work, it's like,
Right.
If they offered you guys, everyone on the team, whatever, like a new brand, would you guys be willing to like make that the video?
they
kinda launch
did.
it? Yeah.
That's what they wanted to do, but what would have ended up happening was that not everybody from New Deal would have been part of the new program. A couple of the guys would have got left out, and so we're like, no, bro, one for all, all for one. Like, this is the fucking crew. And so like we boycott. We're like, no way, dude, we're not doing it. We're putting the video out. And so then they were like, okay, well, you know, since you guys put so much hard work into it and so much time, we're gonna put the video out, but there's no guarantees on like you know, new deal moving forward after the vid. And sure enough, you know, right after the vid came out, they were like, okay,
that's
you know,
it.
we're gonna do something else. And they're like, we got Cairo Foster coming down, you know, from SF, and he's going to be part of the new thing with Kenny Reed and you and a couple other guys. Raymond Molinar was on New Deal too. So
Tim as well.
Tim. Mm-hmm. So they basically were like, but you guys can do whatever you guys want. It's your company. You guys can do whatever you want. So we're like, oh, rad. Okay. So this isn't that bad of a deal after all. So we came up with a name, came up with a theme. Actually, Cairo kind of put it all together, and it was called Populous.
Right.
And so we actually made boards, rocked shirts, and then went on tour to start filming for a new video. And while we were in that Eastern Europe tour I was talking about, they were like, you know what, dude? We're not going to do Populous. We're going to do a new brand called Popwar. And we got Yogi Proctor. He's like sick artist dude who's going to do it. And we were all bummed at first because, you know, we're like, oh, this is our thing.
Didn't you guys all choose the name and stuff too?
No.
Or was that no?
Well, the original name.
Yeah,
Populous.
Yeah.
And so they came at us with Popwar, and we're like, what? This sucks. It was like a bunny logo or something. Dude, this sucks.
Right.
And but Yogi Proctor, I think he did a lot of
He's talented.
Dude, that dude, he rips at art.
Wow.
And he put together rad graphics and rad concepts, and you know, right out of the gates, we're like, dude, this is actually pretty rad.
Okay.
And so we went full force with Popwar. And
what was the name? What did that even mean?
I think it
war
had
on popular culture.
Yeah, it was kind of based like anti-consumerism, which is weird because you're selling boards. And like had a lot of you know, cultural kind of like poking fun at like, you know, pop culture and like mainstream stuff.
You guys would put out like little like promo videos every now and then, or at least I remember one that was pretty good.
Hype.
Yeah. The Hype, right?
Yeah.
There was a couple of those.
Well, I remember everybody being psyched on Popwar.
Yeah,
like,
it was
a
cool.
great company.
Yeah, I loved riding for Popwar. Actually, at that time in my skateboarding, dude, I've been skateboarding for so long. You know, like I'm 42 right now, and I've been skating since I was like in 6th grade. So it's like, you know,
It's a long time.
It's like 30 years.
yeah, it's a long time. It's like over half my life, like
crazy.
2/3 of my life. So at that time with Popwar, you know, I wasn't too psyched on, you know, skating. I had been pro for a while, and I was just getting burnt out, and the luster was gone and the magic was gone. There was nothing new happening. And so I kind of was like not skating as much as I should have been at the time. At the end of the day, they ended up letting me go.
Oh, they did?
Yeah. And I was like, oh man, actually I kind of want to be on.
Right.
You know, like I kind of want to skate, and I kind of want to do like be on the crew. And they're like, nah, we're moving forward. Wow. And so I was like, okay, fuck it, dude. You know what? Kind of gave me like lit the fire again, you know, and got psyched on skating. And Toya at the time was sponsorless as well, you know.
Right.
He went sponsorless after Rhythm for like years.
Get Earth.
Yeah, but for a long time. So we were both sponsorless at the same time. And he had some situations working out through Aesthetics, Shimmery and Vern Laird and all them. They were going to kind of pop that off, and that didn't work out. And Shimmery was like, dude, we should just do our own company. And that's how Listen kind of got started. So then that kind of just gave me a new spark for skateboarding, and it gave me the opportunity to kind of be on the back end of things and kind of learn a lot about the business.
Sure.
And
You did a lot of graphics, right?
I did, dude. One thing that I got from skateboarding, if I could say that I learned something from skateboarding, was doing your own company and like having to do your own graphics and having to figure out how to do ads and how to send them and how to lay them out and do everything. So like I almost feel like Listen was kind of like my college education, you know what I mean? And I'd always been into art and stuff like that. So I ended up kind of taking on the role as like the art guy there. And so
was it hard to be doing that and skating? 'Cause you get a part in the video, like you were skating a lot.
Well, at that time, dude, like I feel like, you know, we had other guys on the team who were kind of coming up, you know, Brian Brown and Gabe Delamora, and they were Evan Smith.
Oh yeah,
and
dude, Gabe was sick too, dude.
Yeah, Gabe was amazing.
Yeah.
And so those guys were kind of like, we put a lot of emphasis on those guys to kind of like get them out there. And me and Toya, you know, we skated and we went on tour and brought the crew out and stuff like that. But the main focus was like on the younger guys. You know what I mean?
But where were you running this company out of?
We had a spot in Costa Mesa.
Oh, so you had an office and you had the whole
warehouse
thing.
one time.
Huh?
Yeah, like a legit warehouse at one point.
Yeah, we did straight independent style, dude.
Yeah.
We just like barge it. Had a small loan to get it started.
Okay.
And then we kind of just took it and ran with it. And it was fun. It was like a new kind of a side of skateboarding that I had never been a part of. And it's just like a challenge, you know? So
yeah, exciting. It's cool.
Yeah.
It's
we
yours.
We could do what we want.
Right.
Do the graphics we want. Put videos out with music that we want.
Yeah.
And like, so it was like, oh man, cool. Whole another side of skateboarding that I never knew about.
You go.
And never thought about.
But what happened to Listen? Like, because after Listen, you guys started Boulevard.
Yeah, you know what? We had a good run with Listen.
But what?
It was
did Tim Dowling hit you up and was like, yo, cease and desist? I had a video called Listen.
Yeah. No,
but what? I mean,
you know what? We were an independent skate brand, and we had been in business for like 6 years or something.
Yeah.
5 years. 4 years? I don't know anything about my life.
4 or 5 years. Yeah. 4 or 5 years.
4 or 5 years. And
4 years.
You know what? That was during the time when I think like the whole housing market crashed and the whole economy fell out.
2008.
Oh, got you.
And we were, that was 08? Yeah. And we were an independently funded skate brand. We didn't have like corpo like backing or anything like that. And so came to the point where just everything was grinding to a halt. Shops couldn't pay us. We couldn't make products like. So
you didn't end it on your own accord. You ended it because
it was just the kind of the time. It was just a really bad time with the economy. And since it's kind of an experiment, you know, for all of us. We kind of just ran it independent and with our own money. Yeah. Toya's money.
Oh, there you go.
Toya's audio money.
Yeah. That's right.
They shoot it pretty well.
So yeah, it was just the economy just dropped out and it really hit us hard. You know, we couldn't weather the storm. And so, and at the same time, there was a couple personal issues with one of our partners and it was really unfortunate. And so we kind of just disbanded and we're like, let's take a little time out, a little breather.
Okay. God, what a blow to the, I mean, that sucks. You know, you built this thing up, you're doing it all yourself, and then the fucking economy takes a shit. Yeah. But when you guys were doing, when you guys thought about bringing it back, why didn't you bring back Listen again? Why didn't, why Boulevard?
You know what? We were going to bring back Listen.
Okay.
And we actually had an article in Skateboarder or something, and we were kind of like, oh, we're doing Listen. We're like relaunching it.
Okay.
Through Syndrome Distribution.
Didn't they like not like the name?
No, our old partner, Shimry, yeah. She was like, oh, you know what? I can't be involved in it right now, but I have such like a big, you know, she was like a big part of the company. So it was like, if we were going to do Listen, it had to be like the whole
with
crew.
her,
Okay.
She just wasn't there yet. She's like, you know, a new mom and stuff, you know. And so we were like, okay, dude, we're
Do
not doing
something
Listen.
else.
We're gonna do something else, and so we started Boulevard.
Okay.
And through Syndrome, and and so that's been going for about 6 years.
I feel like it's I was gonna say I feel like it's longer than that. I feel like it's almost
Wow.
10 years.
2010.
I mean, that's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And your team, you have a fucking stellar
Hell yeah.
team. It's insane.
Yeah, the squad's nuts. dude.
Brazil is
Oh my
fucking-
god,
Yeah.
Lots of Brazilians that are fucking on fire, dude.
Yeah.
dude! Tiago, Rodrigo,
Carlos Iki.
Carlos,
Danny.
Danny
Cerzini.
Oh my god.
So, yeah.
Jose still on?
Jose, he's like our mascot. He doesn't want to be on, but we
Yo, he's
We
so
make
good
him-
still. He's so
sick.
good.
we make him rep it. Yeah, dude,
Yeah.
he's one of the illest.
Don't you guys got a European dude on there? Like
Killian.
Killian.
Killian
yeah.
Zender
Okay.
dude, he's one of my favorites, man.
Nice.
All terrain, tranny,
Yeah.
Nice
street,
kid,
super cool, dope style.
Hey, but congrats though, because Boulevard's sick. And I always wondered, wasn't there like a clothing company that kind of stepped in and was called Boulevard also?
I feel like
And,
there's a skate
what-
shop too called Boulevard.
Yeah.
Oh, was it? What? I mean, skate shop. What?
You know, it's not. It's kind of a. We probably could have picked a like not so common name.
No, but I mean, like,
But yeah, no, there. We came out and we were out for like a couple years.
Sure, I remember.
And then out of nowhere, Boulevard Clothing
yeah.
came out, and we're like, what the hell? And so we had the rights to like hard goods and stuff like that. They had the mark for soft goods, and so
Oh,
we were like,
shit.
yo, the BLVD shit is dead. We're over it. We're running Boulevard. We're just straight Boulevard.
Huh.
Ain't no BLVD, and so we've been Boulevard ever since.
Okay.
And then I don't know what's up.
It
with
wasn't
that brand
close.
fizzled out.
Oh, did it?
Or the clothing, I don't know. I don't know
Okay.
if they're still
right.
around or
How-
what.
You didn't get the mark for soft goods. That seems like it was something you would do like right away.
Yeah, we had it for skateboarding.
Oh.
And at the time, there was no other BLVD.
Because I remember seeing the both, and it looked like almost like similar. It looked like your brand.
Yeah, it was harsh.
Yeah.
We were bummed.
I bet.
And dude, you know what? I mean, if it was like rad and like sick, I'd be like, okay, that's cool. I can handle that. But dude, it's whack.
There we
It's
go.
so fucking corny, dude. If you're in Tilly's, you're burnt.
Oh, shit.
Sorry, Tilly's. Sponsor me. Buy my shit.
9 Club gear now available at Tilly's.
Yeah, but I mean, like, that kind of shit sucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, here comes this
It's-
company.
Yeah, it was pretty deflating, but dude,
Well, luckily it
you can't
kinda-
let the marks fucking take you out. So
Right.
it just made us push harder, and just be like, fuck these dudes, yo. We're gonna put an ill video out. We're
Right.
gonna fucking get the ill squad. Like,
Well, people that know, they know.
yeah.
People that don't know, then you have to educate them, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It
So
must be cool to see like Tiago and Carlos and them. Like you found them when they were young, and you met them, and you watched them to what they are now. Must be crazy to watch.
Oh,
man, yeah, it's pretty rad. With Tiago too, like people didn't want to feel him at all. They're like this Brazilian dude with this big ass DC basketball jersey and all hip hop, and like people weren't really like feeling him. And dude,
Then We Are Blood came out.
the proof is in the pudding, bro.
Yeah.
You can't deny the skills, and you can't deny the steez. And he's like one of the most genuine, like cool dudes, like good person, good heart.
Oh,
And,
yeah.
dude, that's like
Seems very true to his values, too.
He loves skateboarding too.
Man.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
sure.
I mean, yeah, you guys are hyped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, dude, we'll see. We'll see how long it lasts. He's getting offers like every week,
Well,
It's
that's
just
what-
like,
But that's
I
what I'm
don't know,
saying, though.
bro.
He seems like very true to what he
How do you
he
deal with that, then?
likes. And
I mean,
Does
dude,
he come to you and just be like, hey, like I got an offer from this brand or this brand?
dude, at the end of the day, we're not trying to hold on to like anybody, and like, dude, you
Hold
can't
him back,
fucking
yeah,
do
yeah.
that. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, of course.
And he's done a lot for the brand, for us, and in turn we've done a lot for him to Toya's like his put them on, finding these guys apartments, like hooking up their visas, like, you know, so we kind of look out for them just beyond skateboarding and on the personal level. And dude, they have amazing talent and amazing skill. And it's such a short like window of opportunity. So it's like, dude, come out, guys. You guys got to fucking go hard and do it.
Yeah.
And we just kind of grease the wheels and try to help them out and let them go.
Wow.
And so, I mean, yeah, he could leave tomorrow, but, you know, like, it's all good. Dude. It's all
but plus, Boulevard's huge in Brazil, too. You got a big following out there.
Yeah, we definitely... it's bigger in
Brazil.
Yeah.
I feel like it's bigger in Brazil than it probably is here in the States.
Why do you think, like, why? Just because of the Thiago and Rodrigo and Danny?
Yeah, I think it's, you know...
Because, I mean, there's companies out here who have plenty of Brazilians on the team, you know? But something about Boulevard, I think.
I think like, Peterson, he's been with Toya and I since, like, the Listen days, Rodrigo Peterson, and...
That's right, you got 4 Brazilians.
So he's super OG in Brazil and, like, super respected, and a lot of the younger kids look up to him and stuff like that, and he's a good person, too, and so... you know, I think just having the right guys who aren't dicks and rip, you know what I mean? It's like
so does Rodrigo? He distributes it in Brazil?
No.
Oh, he just set that up kind of for you guys?
Well, yeah, he's got connections in Brazil.
Okay.
You know, he speaks Portuguese and stuff like that, so he helps us out a lot with our distribution situation out there and dealing with shops and stuff. And we've done a couple tours out there and stuff, and he's always...
How do you get your boards into Brazil? Or you guys have it made there?
We have it made. We have a...
Because I know, like, import tax there is insane.
Yeah, we have a licensing deal in Brazil. So, yeah, because you're not going to make... You barely make money on boards here in the States.
Yeah,
so, like, with import taxes there, you're, like, losing money. So...
Yeah.
Seems like a lot easier for you guys, too. Less headache and just let them do their thing.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, let me ask you a question. Being like a company owner and like, do you keep up with what's going on out in the skate, like all these companies popping up? And I mean, it's almost hard to keep track of.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's rad, dude. Okay. I think skateboarding, like new shit is just keeps it fresh, you know, and new ideas and just new, looks on doing a brand and like I encourage it, you know. Like I think it's awesome. We don't do Boulevard to like get rich. It's kind of just to still be involved in skateboarding and still do what we love and gives us a reason to, you know, make stuff and be creative and have fun and
there you go.
You know, so when that's like, you know, the goal, then a lot of the pressure is off with like competition and stuff like that. Yeah, you can't lose.
Right.
It's like, dude, if we make our money back and could put a little bit more into the company and make more stuff, then
cool.
That's like we're winning, you know.
Right. Hey man, after almost 10 years of business, that's great.
Yeah.
You know, like you said, like what'd you say earlier? Like companies just come and go.
And yeah. So that's Boulevard.
I love it. Hey, dude, continued success.
Man. Thank you, brother.
Yeah, man.
And I was going to ask something about LRG because I was a pleasure to ride for you with you on that team.
Yeah.
But how did you end
Sometimes.
How did you end up being? You were like one of the original riders for LRG at the beginning, right?
Yeah. At the time,
it's like I think JP.
I think like. Maybe Carl Watson randomly was like the only guy on the team or something, and then like JP Jadid and stuff. And at the time, I had been riding for Drawers, and Jonas, I would just see him randomly. Jonas was the owner and the founder of LRG, and I would just see him randomly around. I think he lived in Long Beach at the time, and he'd be like, "Dude, ride for my company, dude. Like putting a skate squad together. We got Carl Watson, da da da." And I'm like, well, I ride for Drawers, but I never heard of you guys. Yeah. Not in a dick way, but
but it happens a lot though, right? I mean, like it's just one of those things where somebody's, dude, skate for us, and you're like, dude,
when they came out, too, like a weed brand.
Yeah, and I had like a check, like Drawers was paying me, so I was getting like cut a check, and I'm like, dude, I don't like. Yeah, I can't do it right now.
Yeah.
And so every time I'd see him, he'd always hit me up, and eventually, I think he grew it to the point where he's like, dude, we'll pay you like $200 a month, like ride for us. And I'm like, for sure, dude, let's do it.
Oh wow, really?
Yeah, because I'm like, because he
So
was just
paying
like,
$100?
Yeah. $50. Yeah. But so I was like, oh yeah, all right, fuck it, let's do it. You're cool, and like I'm feeling what you guys are doing. He was like, you know, at the time there wasn't any brands like that. You know, they were super hip hop and
Right.
doing ill like puffer jackets with fur hoods and like straw hats and like all kinds of crazy stuff that nobody else was doing. So I was like, yeah, dude, I'm backing it, feeling it. And then, dude, it fucking blew up, dude.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so I think I
Make
was,
good quality stuff.
yeah,
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
great quality for sure.
yeah. And so I think Carl was the first rider on, which I don't know how he was on, because he was up in SF.
Carl's
and
around.
stuff.
He's
yeah,
around.
he gets around for
yeah,
sure.
he's
Well, I can just imagine Jonas being so into Carl that he like reached out to Carl so many times.
Oh,
maybe
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Jonas grew up in the time where
And Carl
like,
probably couldn't say no to anyone.
Well, Carl probably liked
yeah.
the idea of what he was coming from. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
Like what he saw the brand being.
man, Jonas was amazing, dude. He
Yeah.
had like the most insane concepts and like just outlook on like, you know, everything on life and stuff. And so like I could see Carl's pretty out there too, you know. So I could see
Yeah.
Carl like really like
Yeah.
bonding
with them
yeah,
and being
yeah.
like, yo, man, that's pretty sick. Yeah, so I think I was like after Carl, like the second guy on the team. And then they slowly started growing and putting it together and making noise and put together a really legit skate team, you know?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah.
Kelly,
Thanks
Chico,
to Tyrone.
Before Tyrone was team manager, it was just like Vince was the team manager.
Vince, yeah.
But it was kind of everyone that skated at LRG were kind of like all together, like kind of, hey, who do you guys? But it was only like 4 or 5 of you guys at first.
Yeah. Dude, they just started blowing up, so they just had budget.
Yeah.
And those days were so sick because they weren't like a skate company. They were just like a hip hop urban brand. And so they were pulling in all this money off of that. And they were like, dude, where do you guys want to go? You guys want to go on a trip? And we'd be like, yeah, sure. They send us to like Europe and stuff and for nothing. Go to Europe. And we just go to Europe and come back with no footy or no photos or anything. We just partied and like did whatever. And we went on so many trips like that.
But we had good times though. I mean, if to be honest, Rob G's the one that called me to get on the team.
Oh,
Did I?
Yeah, you called me and I didn't really know you that well, and I was like, well, he's like, yo, we really want you. I was riding for Elwood, and I was like, dude, Rob G wants me to ride for Elwood.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
Yeah,
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Nah, Kelly's buttery, dude.
you must not have
Don't talk like this in front of Chris. He's the one who really shit.
you must not have had my number, Rob. I don't know.
But it was just it was a good time to like travel, like the whole different squad we had.
You guys were killing it.
Yeah, it was fun, man. It was great time. We had like the keys to the candy factory. You
There
know?
you go.
And,
But I mean, how long-
Jonas was just like a kid like us, you know, and all of a sudden he just like made it big and just was making like multi-millions, you know.
Crazy.
You remember that one time we went to China, but before we went to China, they had like a little game of skate in the warehouse, and they're like, whoever wins, like he's like, I think it was Robert or even Jonas probably, that was like, hey, whoever wins the game of skate in the warehouse is going on a trip to China for 3 weeks with the skate team.
Yeah, it was so sick.
All the
like the workers, like the warehouse.
Robert, the owner, went into the warehouse because the warehouse was like just all the skate rats,
Okay.
you know, and they would skate on their lunch break and skate the box and do whatever. And Robert came out and he's like, okay, right now, game of skate, whoever wins is going to China with the pro team.
No way.
And this kid Chan, who's a kid from Long Beach that I knew even before he got a job at LRG, he ended up winning and came on.
He rips, dude.
He
he's
came on the
sick.
tour.
Came on tour and
That's
ripped
so
it.
rad.
Hell yeah.
Ill tray flips.
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, so just stuff like that.
Yeah.
It's like such a fun time. Then,
Wow.
And then traveling with Kelly and you know
I'm sorry.
Kelly. No, you know what?
Oh, it's good.
Or Kelly, dude.
Yeah,
because
oh,
Kelly
right.
was like the youngest and just like caught
butt of all the
the
jokes.
brunt of like a lot of like heat. For sure.
I've been like the youngest. I mean, look where I am now. I get that from these guys all
Yeah.
Live
day.
in my house.
Yeah.
True.
Sit in the corner.
What I had a question though for you. What grip or sniff?
What is this?
Harsh.
Would you just ask someone that grip or sniff? They don't know what you're saying, but what would you rather do?
So Tyrone came up with this challenge. He's all, dude, okay. I don't know if you can put this on the air.
Okay.
Random. He's just like, dude, if you had to, or they would, if somebody was going to kill you, but they said, dude, you have to grip or sniff a boner. Which would you rather do? Or else you're dead, or else you die. So you just got to grip a boner for like 2 seconds.
Or sniff a boner.
Or just take a long like whiff of a boner. It's so stupid. Why'd you bring that up, Kelly?
I don't know. The funny thing was when you would ask someone, like I remember asking Carl, like be in the van, like, "Hey Carl, grip or sniff?" He's like, "Grip for sure." Like,
Yeah.
And then like
Everybody had their preferences.
I think I would have to grip it.
Grip.
I don't want my face that close to it.
Yeah, that's weird.
That's a no-brainer, actually.
is it?
Yeah. Well, you would want to get your
But you
would
have
want to get your face down that close to a boner.
Like, do you want to be close to a boner, or do you want to have physical contact with a boner? That's what it comes down to.
That's really what it comes down to.
I'm with Carl.
No, but
I'd grip it.
But the funny thing was he answered so fast. But then you asked him again like a week later, but like grip or sniff, he's like sniff for sure.
Like change it. Yeah. I think Raj was a sniffer.
Grip and sniff.
Okay. You both. All right, let's move it. Let's move it along. Huh? Well, listen, I want to go back real quick to Listen and Boulevard because you were talking about, growing up with Toya and then now starting a company with them and everything. How's it working with Toya? Pretend he's not here. How is it? I mean,
dude, actually, Toya's on point.
Is
dude.
he?
Yeah.
Okay.
He doesn't want to fuck up, dude.
Right.
Everything proper.
Yeah, everything's like proper.
Yeah.
Right.
Just like a skating.
There you go.
Like
There you go.
perfectionist. So, to have as a business partner, it's like somebody to depend on and
Yeah.
who will like do the shit that I am supposed to be doing.
Don't want to do.
Okay. He picks up the slack a little bit
Yeah,
sometimes.
What are your duties there? Like your duties and what are his duties?
Toya's kind of like team guy, team marketing, talks to the mags, talks to the guys, organizes kind of the business structure. And then I'm kind of the art guy. Creative.
You guys must butt heads at times, though, right? Is it pretty? Because I mean, like, I think it's good to butt heads.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
What,
like,
dude?
I think it.
You know what? I think that's probably why we've been friends for so long. It's because he's super mellow, dude.
Sure.
And I mean, he's not the kind of guy who's gonna like freak out and blow up on you or anything. And,
I don't know. Maybe. Okay.
I'm kind of more that dude.
Okay.
But so like working with him's like chill.
Okay.
It's like super dependable and like solid dude.
So it pretty much is the same thing as skating with him back in the day. It sounds like
Just boys, like homies since we were kids and stuff. So
There you go.
it's good.
How did you guys? I always thought you guys had such a good dynamic with each other because he was such like the tech dude, and you were just like this guy with massive pop, and he was always together, and it was kind of cool to see like a duo that were not skating the same things all the time. You know what I mean? That was my take on you guys.
Yeah,
but
Toya's way better than I was. Toya was sick, dude. He did so many NBDs,
dude.
Oh yeah.
switch flip front blunts and stuff like that, and
I was just like, whatever. I'm gonna ollie this.
Yeah. Just get it over with, right?
or a foot plant.
Yeah.
What
I
am I-
had my bags,
Remember that one time I went to we're in Seattle and you did that one line where you do like a ollie a bench front blunt to fakie and there was a rock there and he kept doing switch wallies on it and I was like, dude, fuck wallies, dude. I was like, don't do a wally. And if you look at the line, he's approaching the rock and he's about to switch wally and he smiles and he switch heels it perfectly because he knew that I was gonna fucking bust his balls and he did the best switch heel ever.
I mean, the young kids, dude, they don't appreciate wallies, dude. Wall rides,
Now
and,
they
like
do.
no
What?
compliance. Now
When
they
they
do.
get older, they will.
Yeah,
Right.
It's finally come around. My tricks are cool these days. But back then, I was like struggle,
Oh yeah.
hanging on.
No.
Nah, I'm just kidding.
But it's seriously though, like I mean, Toya, you can make a good team, man. Good
Yeah,
combo.
yeah.
Can we expect maybe a nice Boulevard video? in the works, maybe?
Dude, we're sitting on some footy. The team is actually we're supposed to go pretty hard this summer, but
it's hot.
It's hot. Can you see me sweating through my shirt right now?
Gray shirt, nice choice.
Yeah.
Right. And you got 2 dudes that aren't allowed in the U.S. right now?
Yeah. That kind of put a hold on the vid. Tiago and Iki were having too much fun on the flight over from Europe, and they got shipped back.
Oh God!
Yeah.
No. Are they okay though? Can they come?
Yeah, they're just getting everything situated.
Okay.
They just kind of got a little slap on the wrist, like, "Hey, we're gonna revoke your visas right now, and you guys got to have to apply for them again."
Oh, okay. So they didn't get banned.
So they're not banned.
Okay, good.
They're good. That was just they were having too much fun.
Sure. I mean, it happens, you know? Yeah.
So
you should see Raj on a plane. It's incredible.
Sleep like a baby.
Mad Stella's just like raging.
Keep him flowing.
And they've tried to ban him, but he lives here, so they can't. But
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
I was gonna ask, like, do you go to the street leagues and watch Tiago skate at all?
I have, like, the LA ones and stuff like that.
Because it's crazy to see, like, his fan base there is so big, but like he skates it so differently.
Yeah.
Do you or Toya? Do you guys like talk to him before, like give him ideas for like tricks or anything like that during those things? Or
the rad thing about him is he just does what he feels, what I mean? And so it's rad, and I'm sure that he could skate the course like a certain way and probably like do a lot better, but
he does good though already.
Yeah. I mean, I think people just want to see like
just want to see him skate.
Yeah, it's not about his run. It's just about like
him skating.
Skating.
Yeah,
it's amazing to watch him skate. It's like Pop can do like the gnarliest
slide
stuff
the tallest ledge possible.
Yeah.
Crazy.
So I think it's just fun to watch somebody like with that kind of skill, and
especially from our era too. It's like this old soul. I mean, is that right? Old soul on a young kid,
and taking that level of skateboarding to the craziest next level.
Yeah.
Like
further than anyone.
He had like switchback tail at Machba. He got like trick of the year for that.
Oh my God! I heard Boulevard said you match his winnings. No, is that
$10,000, dude?
Toya took care of that.
Oh, Toya did. Okay, good. Yeah, well, he picks up the slack.
That's not my department.
No. Okay. No, but that's great. Listen, man, you guys got a great team. And you said the video you guys are working on?
So, yeah, we're sitting on a bunch of, like, VX footy right now.
Oh.
Toya's been shooting a bunch of film, and so we're, like, halfway there, We just got to get the dudes out here.
What are you going to just put, like, a hodgepodge of, like, different footage, like VX film?
No, right now we're kind of, like, doing a VX project. So all our stuff's VX, and we're just waiting to get the guys out.
Was there a reason why VX? Or
just to switch it up, Our last couple videos have been like in HD. And give it the nostalgia.
Sure.
And kind of the skaters. I feel like it fits kind of the skaters a little bit more.
Totally.
Well, what's cool about your guys' companies, from Listen to what you guys going on now, is like a lot of you guys film each other.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not like they don't. I mean, I'm sure you guys probably have a filmer out there that films you guys sometimes, but I always see like RP filming you, or like you filming RP, or like whatever. I think
it's funner that way.
Yeah.
I mean, just anything, even like filming is like skating. It's like if you get it sick, then you're like, yes, dude, it's like an accomplishment,
And
when you guys are cheering each other on at the same time, you're always filming you. It's like, that's pretty rad.
Probably
too.
those dudes land tricks pretty quick, so you don't have to. you don't have to sit there.
I will, maybe not Toya.
Toya will take a while.
Okay.
Sure.
Toya's got some sagas under his belt.
That's
you guys try some shit no one else does.
But Toya's like, he's not trying to film some half-ass shit.
Right.
It's like all or nothing.
I've been there on audio.
4 months later.
Man.
I've been on multiple missions with Toya where he's like trying to battle a trick.
Yeah.
And I remember there was like one time where a cop showed up and he kind of snapped on the cop and he's like, "You don't understand, it's personal." And the cop's like, "What do you mean it's personal?" Like, it was like personal towards the cop, but like it was just for him, like to get that trick.
Personal towards the ledge.
Yeah.
I was at a spot one time and Toya was like battling a trick, and cop rolled up and he's like, "Hey," came up all hot. "Everybody's got to get the fuck out of here. Like, get out." Toya like goes on his spiel like, dude, like I'm trying to film this clip and I've been working on it for a while and
like Nolly.
Yeah, and like I'm almost there. It's almost there. Can we get like a couple more minutes? And the guy's like, dude, Danny, dude, I know who you are, bro. You got to get the fuck out. I'm doing my job.
Right.
He fully knew who Danny was and just kicked him out anyways.
and then 5 minutes later, Toya goes back.
Yeah, but I was tripping out because the dude came in hot and was just pissed and typical like dick cop and Toya like went on a spiel and the dude fully was like, dude, you're Danny Montoya. I know, dude. You got to get the fuck out of here. You still got to get the fuck out of here, dude. I'm just doing my job.
Well, what are you doing now? Like you're just doing photographs, shooting photographs?
Dude, I've been doing graphic design and shooting photos since like Listen days. And so I kind of just, me and my buddy Dave Huang just started like a little production company. So we've been doing some gigs, doing some line sheets, doing some photo shoots, doing some content for like their Insta, kind of in the fashion industry, some weed brands.
Oh, there you go.
Some
That's sick.
So we're just trying to blow it up, expand. You guys need some like content. You guys need a lookbook. You guys need some photo shot.
Wait, what did you shoot photo
Hit
of
us
weed?
up.
What did you shoot photo of weed? Like, you just get all close up like.
Dude, we bought like a macro lens just to shoot weed.
No way. The 100 millimeter?
And they're pretty epic. That's
amazing.
I can only imagine.
I always trip on dudes that have Instagram and they like have pictures of nugs. I'm like, what is that? Like, I never understood that.
Yeah.
What about, is your dad have a restaurant in Long Beach?
In Long Beach, yeah. Mexican food.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah. He's
What's it called?
La Concha.
La Concha.
Yeah. So he kills it, dude. He's got amazing recipes and he's been there since like 93.
Whoa.
And holding it down the same spot, Anaheim Street in Long Beach.
Okay.
And
if we go in there,
dude,
can we just drop your name?
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
for sure.
I'm sure a lot of people try to do that, though. I mean,
We don't got Stella there for Raj, though. I have to drink a Corona.
BLV.
Roger will not go if there's no sale, I swear.
He'll take a Modella. He'll take one for the team, right?
Maybe.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'll drink
I've
Corona.
seen him turn down beers like nonstop.
Oh, yeah?
Beer snob.
Like literally have no beer rather than like drink like a Pabst. He'll be like, nope.
I just know, like, if I drink a Pabst or a Bud Light or whatever, I'm just end up with a hangover the next day. It's not even worth it.
Oh.
You don't get a hangover at all with Stella.
You see how much I drink? You see me every morning.
You see me every morning.
What a scary sight. Seeing Raj in the morning, huh? Well, listen, bro. You're doing it. I love it, dude. Boulevard.
Yeah.
Dude, keep it popping, man. Next video, last part.
I'm working on it, dude. I'm working on it.
Toya first
love
part, you last part.
Oh.
Or reverse, either way.
Yeah.
Tiago somewhere like in the middle. Just like montage.
Montage part, yeah.
What are your thoughts on Toya being, like, super tech dude to now, like, tranny nar dude? Like, going from, like, super dope to Dickies.
You know what, dude? I feel like that's just the natural progression of skate. Like,
You get older and you just...
I mean, well, maybe not nowadays. You see kids ripping bowls and stuff like that, but like, like Kelly's gonna be. He's gonna be like.
I don't know if that's going to happen, dude.
I don't think so.
Kelly's going to be doing hippie jumps and wallies.
Yeah, for sure.
No way, dude.
For sure.
No way.
Hippie jumps and wallies I could see. The tranny, no.
I want to see Kelly do like a back wall ride
Never happened. I don't think I've never
From
done
flat.
on flat.
Never done one. Never done a hippie jump.
Have you ever just, like, did, like, a board
never-
slide?
What?
Have you ever done, like a board slide on a rail?
Yeah, board sled rails.
You've never bashed up into a wall and just...
Not on purpose.
Have you ever did, like,
You
a
haven't
lip slide on a
lived,
ledge?
dude.
I know, right?
I don't know. I just grew up in that era where I watched you guys, and you guys didn't do those in the videos back then.
Yeah, in the video.
You did. Every now and then you would throw one out.
Yeah.
You were pretty good at bringing those tricks to like.
Because I grew up in the 80s, dude, when that shit was
Help
like
us to foot
hot.
plant.
How did you develop your trick selection? Because you're always good at like nollies or nollie back 180s. Like, was there like inspiration from growing up skating of tricks that you liked from people?
Yeah, you've always had, like, a clean...
The nollies and
tricks.
stuff was like I really liked like Salman Aga and stuff. He had the ill like switch game and the dope nollies and stuff, and kind of like sparked me to like do nollies, and I was good at them. I just had like pop with them, and so like I just did him. I did him a lot, you know, and I don't know what I'm talking about.
That's probably the best answer we've had.
Like, doesn't want to talk about skating. Like, he's like, dude,
I don't know. Yeah, nollies and old tricks. It's kind of I don't know, the kind of skating that I grew up watching and was kind of psyched on, you know. And tech skate, like really tech skating, was kind of like after, you know, my time. You know, when I started skating, it was like 88, you know, 87, 89. People were just doing ollies and, you know, a melon grab and like a boneless, you know. So there wasn't like super heavy tech skating. So kind of just skated the way I grew up watching skating, you know what I mean?
There you go. Yeah. I like the first answer better.
yeah.
I like that one.
And how many boards do you think you've broken out of your whole time of skateboarding?
You know what, dude? I had a good couple years where I was like super into food and beer.
Steady eating crew, right?
And so I broke a lot of boards. Steady eating crew. Shout out to Rojo, Joe Brook.
There you go.
I don't break as many boards as I used to. I lost a lot of weight. It's hard to be fat when you're old. Dude, it's okay to be young and be fat, but
dude, the intro to LRG video when you're doing the blunt slide and you're landing, you just keep the strip. Your board, it was just like literally flying apart, dude. But you're getting so upset that you keep.
I never thought you were fat. How much did you get up to? What was your weight? Like you weren't like
those Armalite boards
like,
were working out.
I'm like on the regs. I'm like a steady 185. It's not that bad.
That's not bad.
But if I'm pushing like maximum density, I'm like I could get like 195, like almost 200. I think like the heaviest I've been was like
that's all La Concha food.
Like 199. Yeah.
199. You won't hit the 200 mark. You won't go there. Not a pound.
I don't want to admit the 200.
Not a pound over.
A lot of tortillas, a lot of enchiladas.
Do you like work out or just watch what you eat?
No, I actually, dude, I got super into cycling.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I was riding my bike a lot. And,
okay.
It was great.
Are you not doing that? I'm not doing that much anymore?
Dude, I hit a pothole and blew out my rim, so I'm off the bike for right now.
Okay.
But it's funny when Wecking Ball came to do your show, and he was chilling in Long Beach. I was randomly riding on the bike path. And I was like, holy shit, that's Wecking Ball.
It's just out of nowhere.
He was just walking on the bike path with his bros, like all buff.
You probably really in front of him.
Shirt off. Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, I'm all like spandexed out. I'm going to go say what up to him. Like fitness, like, you know, like throw down. And I pulled up. I'm like, yo, what up, Weck? And he was just like looking at me. He's just like,
yeah, right.
No, he was cool,
Okay.
but he was just like, this dude's got like a spandex outfit on. I'm like, all right, dude.
Yeah,
I'll see you
do
later.
You got the speed helmet that keeps going back? No.
Nah, but yeah, cycling kind of brought me back down.
Okay.
You know.
Yeah.
And then, you know, eating a little bit healthier and stuff like that.
How far would you go if you're going for a ride, like a bicycle ride, how far are you going?
Dude, I was heavy into it. You know, I'd do like 100-mile missions easy.
Whoa.
What?
Right up in like in the Angeles National Forest and stuff, and climb a bunch of mountains and stuff. I did a tour of Nika with Chico. We rode from Managua to San Juan del Sur to the beach.
No way.
How long is that?
That's like an hour or two drive, isn't it?
It's longer than
Isn't
that. It was like a 2-day mish. And the Cadence guys came along. Sky Dustin Klein. Dudes were beasting.
Whoa.
Like it was a gnarly mish. And you're just on third world roads with big ass trucks and stuff. It was pretty sketchy.
You don't get bored? And what do you do on those rides? You talk?
It's torture. It's
talk? Like how do
Your ass
you
is
like
killing you.
do you have your
yeah,
phone up on the thing
dude,
and watch
I just like
Netflix?
throw in music and just like vibe out and just look at the shit.
Was it? I heard. Maybe I'm wrong. Wasn't like didn't Nesser like because he went on that?
Oh,
ride.
Nesser rolled too.
Yeah.
Okay.
But was that hard? Like that must have been hard because you guys were never been on that type of territory before. maybe.
I've ridden down in Mexico a little bit and stuff. Just brought my bike down there and stuff. So it's kind of the same, but Nesser had never really like even ridden a 10-speed. And he's like, dude, I'm gonna do the mission, dude. And we're like, let's go, let's do it. And he didn't even have like clip-in pedals. Like you need clip-in pedals and otherwise, you're just
What did he bring? A beach cruiser? Like, what's going on?
Basically. But he fucking did it. It was amazing.
Okay. Wow.
I was so impressed. You know, it was tough for me, and I've been riding for years, and he was like,
He powered through it.
he just gorillaed it. It's pretty amazing.
Well, listen, bro, we should wrap this up.
Yep.
We want to give you a gift, as we do for all of our special guests. Medium. We're medium?
Large.
Okay. Okay.
Or XL.
Kelly, go
So
get him a
sick.
mug. You coffee, tea, you drink all the whole
Roger brought me a mug, dude.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, well, get him another one. Which one did he bring you?
The black one.
Which one? The logo one or the...
The logo
logo.
one.
Oh,
Get a crew as well.
thank you so much for coming
Chris.
on, bro.
Thanks, brother. Thanks for having me, man.
Dude, for sure. And you know what? We got to get that man sitting in Roger's kitchen on the show one day, man.
Yeah.
Danny Montoya, who we've been talking about all episode.
Danny, go
Please
sit in
do.
Kelly's chair real quick.
Thank you, Kelly. Here we go. Huh? Look at this. We
Sick.
got a...
Where's he going?
Who's that? Is that Kelly Hart?
Kelly, you brought your own mug. Fucking guy. Bring him the set. Bring him the set, at least. You bring him the set. Brings his own
And
mug.
switch with Manny.
Toya, grip or sniff.
Goodbye.